Hello, you're listening to Questboard, a podcast where we help make me a character. My name is Brandon.
And I'm Tiffany. And just so you know, we are not professional writers in any way, shape, or form. At least we don't claim to be. We just really like tabletop RPGs, and we do this for fun.
That's right. So this is a very special character jam episode because I think we've talked about how my campaign is over and now Tiff is going to be the new DM.
Yay.
And so I was like, everyone's now creating characters and all that stuff. And I was starting to make mine, and then I suddenly realized, oh, you know what would be a great episode? If we just workshop my character, and if we determine backstory and all that stuff, because you already know the world. I'm not totally familiar with it.
Yep, I'm still reading the book on some things, but I got a basic gist of it.
Yeah. And so I'm scrapping all my previous ideas.
Aw.
And so whatever we come up with, I'm fine with switching whatever, because you know how many ideas I always generate new characters and all that stuff. So I'm not butthurt about ditching my old character. I thought this would be a fun alternative.
Yeah, this sounds like fun. So we're not doing your typical D&D campaign.
No, we're actually workshopping this.
Well, no, I'm talking about the campaign
sorry.
overworking camp. Come on.
Well, before this episode, you're like, oh, do we need to roll anything? I'm like, oh, no.
We're definitely...
I'm not rolling for my character. We're going to actually workshop my character.
Yeah, no dice rolls are going to happen unless you're indecisive and just need to quickly roll to choose something.
I don't feel like I'm an indecisive person.
Okay, well, I am.
I know you are.
Anyway, so the world we're going to be playing in is a relatively new setting that came out called Obojima Tales from the Tall Grass. It was a Kickstarter campaign that I happily jumped in, and it's kind of like, what if your D&D campaign was set in a Studio Ghibli movie?
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, no, I'm instantly on board with that. I've got just a little blurb here from the book about the world. Obojima is a world full of magic and spirits, where people live and explore, and where there are festivals for every occasion. Although life here is mostly idyllic with farmers tilling their fields and shepherds tending to their sheep dragons, there is plenty of adventure to be had. Travelers will find their fair share of it by simply walking from village to village, following rumors and spirit companions, and allowing the strange and wonderful tales of the tall grass to unfold. It's a really, cozy setting.
Somewhat, yeah.
Yeah. And there's all sorts of things. It's a really roleplay heavy type world. They've got a spirit realm and all sorts of spirits you can play with.
That's if your party leans into it. I don't think your husband would be that into it.
No, but he's getting better at roleplaying. Ish.
He dropped out of my campaign.
Yeah, your campaign.
And that's what he was doing.
Yeah. It was a little bit too roleplay heavy for him. So, Obojima is an island. It's like an island nation type thing.
Oh, okay.
No one really leaves.
How big of an island nation is this?
Big enough where someone who lives on one side of the island doesn't really have any idea what's going on the other side.
Okay, so like America size?
I don't know.
US?
Maybe not America. I'd have to really look at a scale size map.
I feel
of
like
it.
that scale is like, oh yeah, we really don't know what's going on the East Coast kind of thing.
True. I don't know if it's quite
But to be fair, we don't know what's going.
America-sized.
We don't know what's going on in the Central either. So is it like
we don't
half?
know what's going on in the next state over.
No, I do.
Okay. Anyway.
Oh, that's because I'm like on Reddit and get my news through Reddit. So
I feel like it's like Alaska sized.
Okay.
So like
biggest
state of America.
You know, us Americans will always use weird measurements.
Anything but actual measurements. Yes. Also because I may use the American style of measurements like miles and things, but I don't mentally comprehend exactly how far a mile is.
I mean, yeah. It's just a funny thing that Americans continue to do.
Yes. I don't know how many football fields that is, but...
A lot.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's roughly Alaska size. Big enough to have a big booming city. Like
Okay.
which is Gatamon. It's the biggest city on the island.
Okay. It's the capital, I assume.
Yeah. And the island itself, it's basically just one giant mountain in the middle and then all the island around that. So maybe it's more Hawaii-sized.
Hawaii is very small, but
Big
it's
island
Hawaii shaped.
It's Hawaii-shaped, but just big island.
One
Just
one
one
of the islands shaped, but the size of Alaska.
Sure. Roundabout, I don't know exactly. Don't at me. Or do at me. Let me know how big it is. I could be wrong, and I will admit this. Let me just read the little blurb about the island in here as well. So, to the people who live here, the world begins and ends at the shore. The ocean surrounds Obojima, stretching out to the horizon in all directions. The island, the ocean, and the sky are all there is. What does this mean for Obojimans? And then it goes on to talk about the chapter.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's just island. Sometimes strangers wash up on shore, and that's how new people are brought to the island. I don't think anyone ever really leaves. But the way
It's a cult. Okay.
it's not a cult. So there's even like a whole history of the island in the book. That starts with the first age, also known as the Age of the Unknown. Then goes into like the arrival of the Nakudama, which are the, I guess, native people to the island. And we will go over that later. They're fun. And then they founded their capital city of Liliwin, which is a cute name. And it goes into like, ascent of Ogami, the demon usurper, death of the mountain strider. These are all like big events that happened in the history that anyone living on the island would probably know about if they took their history class. And then like a little way along, then it goes into the arrival of the humans. And then the first elves are born. Fun thing about elves in this setting is elves are not like a native species. Elves are born from humans. They're just humans with a little extra magic or spiritualism to them. It's kind of interesting. I like this one. Laughing plague chuckles along the east coast. So there's a plague. And then we get into the age of humanity. Vanishing Mountain first sighted, so there's a Vanishing Mountain somewhere. Formation of the Courier Brigade. First currency minted. Ooh. Arrival of Dora, the nomad, and then arrival of the Dora people. So that's another race. So you've got the Nakadama, the humans. The elves are technically considered a race here. And the Dora. There's kite racing established. So now it's the age of the... Sorry, Dara, not Dora. That font is kind of hard to read. The Dara. Kite racing established, so that's a big event you can go to. Then there's fish folk raiding along the coast. And then the big event that happened the most recently on the island is an earthquake and tsunami that shakes the entire island. And to those living on the east coast of the island, there was just a big earthquake. Ooh, things broke. Oh my gosh. To those living on the west coast of the island, their entire world just changed. A tsunami washed over that side of the island and brought in corruption, which is often seen as like an oily substance that is slowly seeping across the island. So the entire west side of the island is corrupted. Yep. So this is the plot line starts 3 months after that.
Okay. So this is going to be like corruption heavy themed campaign.
Yes, corruption's kind of a big deal.
Okay.
And one really fun thing to note on this island is a lot of the settings look like, ancient Japan kind of, because it's following that Studio Ghibli style, but mixed with technology. So...
like the Studio Ghibli stuff.
Yeah, except it's called First Age Technology, and for some odd reason, it's all really old and works magically. So anything that's technologically advanced is actually extremely old, and anything that looks like old days Japan or things like that is actually newer and has been built alongside the technology.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, like, from my understanding, it's very much I could go down the like three focuses, which is technology, corruption, or spirits.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm just wondering what to like center my character around. You know
I
what
gotcha.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if those are the biggest three themes of this campaign or this world,
Right.
I should probably focus on one of them.
Yeah. I can say that. I can see that, yeah. You could also just be purely like magic based, which is typically like more spiritual, but not necessarily. There is magic as well.
Okay. I just had a stupid thought of like, what happens if I play like a regular fighter that's like doesn't believe that spirits are real the entire time
There are people who can't see them.
and refuse to believe that they're real?
That'd be amusing.
Just like an atheist when it comes to that.
There's also different factions within the world. There is the academic adventurers. They're doesn't say what the acronym stands for, and that's actually kind of bothering me. The acronym for their like club, I guess, is AHA. AHA. And their whole thing is like they're guild of archaeologists, historians, and archivists.
Wait, would AHA be Academic Hub of Adventures?
Could be.
Anyways, sorry.
I'm sure it's somewhere later in the book. I just don't remember it right now. So they're just all about discovering the past of Obojima and all that. There's a courier brigade, Knights of the Postal Service. So they're all like knights and things like that, and they deliver mail and packages across the island. I think that's a pretty cool one. There's a Mariners Guild, the undersea explorers. They explore around the island and whatnot. There's a lot of cool stuff out there. And there's also the Society of Young Stewards, the Youth Scouts. It's the Boy Scouts.
It's literally the Boy Scouts.
It's literally the Boy Scouts.
Wow.
Yep.
I was never a part of that, so I'm probably not going to do that.
Yeah. There's also different sword schools, rival masters of the blade, and like one of the things you can do is go like challenge all the masters at the various different schools and learn all the different fighting styles. Sorry, did I say there was only 4 factions? There's more than 4. There's like 6.
I was going to say that was probably something up your husband's alley of something he would want to do.
He read the book and decided not to go with it. There's also witches and covens. So witches bound to each other by oaths. So
they're paladins, okay.
Yeah, kind of. Any spellcaster in this island is considered a witch.
Okay.
Yeah, any kind of spellcaster. Like a bard, you're a witch.
A wizard?
You're a witch.
What about warlock?
You're a witch.
Huh.
Yeah, all spellcasters are just witches, and it just depends on like how you use that. And there's like different covens that you can join. The only one it really mentions in this quick bit here is the Fishhead Coven. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Fishhead Coven sounds a little cultish to me, but you know.
Maybe a smidge. I'm actually going to send you a picture of this next page because it's super handy. A picture of the island itself.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So that's what the island looks like. I will be putting this up on the podcast, of course.
Oh, really?
Or on this is a podcast. On the YouTube video if you want to go see it.
They're going to see it before the other players. Nice.
Yep. Anyway, yeah, so this is what the island looks like. I don't know. Now it's starting to kind of feel more like Hawaii sized. But it could be Alaska sized. I don't fully know.
I don't know.
It does
there's
say,
no scale.
It
there's
does
no
say
measurement for
walking
this map.
there is no scale. It does say walking is a common way to travel.
But that doesn't mean anything.
No.
Walking is a common way, meaning I will walk a month from this city to that, and that's perfectly acceptable. That doesn't mean anything.
So there's different regions around here. The Shallows is the water that surrounds the entire island, and is infested with fish folk. I don't remember what it said earlier. And then there's a region called the Gift of Shuritashi. I was going to say Shurisui, and that's wrong. Why?
Actually, sorry. Can I ask for some implementation for this campaign?
What?
I have a book on my shelf over there called Why Slay Dragons When You Could Go Fishing. Do you want to borrow that book and you could add fishing mechanics to this campaign?
Hold that thought. There might already be fishing mechanics. I haven't gotten to that part in the
I
book
just
yet.
had a thought of like this.
No, I
that would
absolutely
sound awesome.
love it, and I will so be having fishing mechanics be a thing. One really big feature of this setting and everything is brewing potions.
I think you told me about that before when you first talked about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot to go on there. Anyway, to the north, there's a region called the Land of Hot Water. It's like all hot springs and stuff. There's the big mountain, of course, Mount Arbora. In the middle, we have the Gale Fields, just big, wide open fields of extremely tall grass, by the way. Like over your head, tall grass. With paths that crisscross it. There's the Brackwater Wetlands, which is a big swamp area, and part of it has been corrupted by the corruption. And then there is the Shallows. I mentioned that, never mind. The Coastal Highlands, which is to the south. So yeah, that's basically the island. So do you want to start thinking about character stuff?
Yeah, I think this is a good layout of the world and all that stuff. What are the other players playing? Because I don't want to copy classes.
Right.
And I don't exactly know what they're playing.
So we have one player playing as a bard who will be from the city of Yataman, which is the one like big city. It's on the east coast, in the, I have to read that word again, the gift of Shuritashi in that region. We have one player playing as a rogue, and he'll be from the Land of Hot Water.
Okay.
And we have another character playing as a barbarian who's actually going to be from the Brackwater Wetlands.
Okay. So, Bard, what was the second one?
Rogue.
Rogue and a Barbarian.
Yes.
One backline. Well, actually, Bard and Rogue could be a frontliner or a backliner depending on how they play.
Knowing the character playing the bard, backliner.
Okay. What about the Rogue?
It varies.
So, should I be a backliner?
That is completely up to you. You can do whatever you want to do.
Okay.
There's also not really a healer.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there for fun.
Should I be a healer?
That's completely up to you. Whatever you want to
Well,
do.
we're workshopping my character right now.
I mean, healers are always loved.
True. Is there a cleric in?
No,
This version?
that is an interesting feature of this world. There is no religion.
Okay, then, I don't know.
I would like to throw out there that the rogue will also somehow, I can't remember exactly how he figured it out, is also an alchemist.
Okay.
So he'll be able to brew potions and stuff.
Maybe he'll actually start making health potions.
Most likely.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I
If you
don't know
bully him
about
into it.
Oh, okay.
And a
I'm
bard,
good at bullying, yes.
yeah, a bard also can heal.
I
So-
know that. I played a bard before.
So have I.
Or a bard lock, but still.
Same.
I don't know. Like I said before, if I do one of the three fixations, tech, corruption, or spirits, it sounds like, I don't know if the bard is doing like spirit based, but should I like lean in?
She will be playing College of Masks, which is
don't
one
know.
of these subclasses.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's like spirit focused or anything like that.
I don't know exactly. I need to read through it.
I don't know. Maybe if I make a character that's like leaning towards spirits, like, cause that
That'd be
sounds
cool.
kind of cool. Like,
So, okay.
what happens
then,
if I also play like a wizened, like older age kind of guy
you could.
that's like very knowledgeable about spirits and all that stuff?
Totally could. So, you could play as an elf for that. Because elves are very connected to the spirit realm.
True.
Honestly, though, anyone could be really connected to like spirits and stuff. Like the Dara are pretty connected to the spirit realm as well. They're born from the earth, emerging into Obojima, fully formed through the roots of a tree. So that's interesting. Or you could play as a Nakadama if you want to be a frog person.
Frog person.
Yeah.
That's very in tune to spirits.
Yes. So Nakadama are basically just frogs that walk on 2 feet is the best way to describe them.
Actually, you play as a human. Do you know what races everyone else is being?
I believe the bard is playing as a Nakudama. The rogue is a human, and the barbarian, I believe, is also chose human.
Okay. I thought it would be funny if like, oh, everyone else is like a unique race, and I'm like, I'll just be the human. But no, that's not funny anymore.
No.
Maybe an elf.
Yeah. So then you get to pick your, because they're marked by the spirits. So then you get to pick your Oaka mark. So it's just a mark that you have, like a birthmark type thing, somewhere on your body, and it's unique.
I will have to think about what that looks like if I do that.
So they appear as shimmering birthmarks and vary in size from that of a coin to large enough to cover an entire limb. So, and that represents their profound bond with the spirit world. Cool. So, gonna go with an elf. So now to choose your class.
What class would be good for like spirits?
Let's see.
Druid.
Yeah. There's a circle of the petals for druids in this. You have like petal dance, petal beast mimicry, that kind of fun. And you have bestial spirits and things. For fighters, there's the spirit fused. You have like an arcane quirk type thing.
Okay. Oh, so it's like a arcane archer.
Kind of, sort of.
But
Yeah. Arcane fighter.
twisted a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With a little bit of technology thrown in there too, I think. Let me see. For monk, there's sheep, dragon, shepherd. I don't know if that's exactly spirit.
That sounds a little bit like a ranger version of a monk.
Yeah. For paladin, so not necessarily a religion, but there's the tenets of the river. So think of Demon Slayer with what was his name?
Never watched it.
Oh. Okay, well the main character of Demon Slayer, he uses like the water style, so like whenever he slashes, there's like a swoosh of water.
I think that's for those fans, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. My
Tanjiro.
One.
Tanjiro, I remembered his name. Let's see. There's Corrupted Ranger, which is interesting. So you're slightly affected by some of the corruption. And sometimes it actually gives bonuses instead of bad things. There's the Waxwork Rogue, which I believe is what our rogue is going for.
Okay, I don't want to copy him.
Yeah. Oni Bloodline. That's kind of fun. That's a sorcerer subclass. So you kind of get like a demon form.
So I basically become a tiefling?
Kind of, sort of, but no tail.
But no tail.
And it's the more sorcery points you use, the more you manifest your demon form.
Oh, so it's like tapping into
Yeah.
the demon form kind of thing?
And then when you get your sorcery points back, you just go back to your normal shape.
That's weird.
Yeah. There's a warlock pact with the lantern. So made a pact with the powerful spirit. There you go. You get to do cool things with lanterns.
Cool things with lanterns.
Yeah. There's origami mage. So
I feel like that's not really
paper magic.
That's paper magic, not spirit.
And that's everything in this book. Are you leaning towards Oni?
It's between Oni and Lantern Warlock, because it sounds kind of one. I'm playing like Celesta with you, and you're playing a Warlock. I'm like, oh, I should show her how to actually use a Warlock.
Oh, gee, thanks.
No problem. Both could be interesting. Let me actually just full screen so I could actually read this.
Yeah.
Act with the powerful spirits and tap magic flows to spirit realm. I lean in on like spirits.
Yeah.
I feel like let's do Warlock. Lantern Warlock.
Cool.
So I'll be a grizzled old like Lantern Warlock.
Neat. Old guy carrying around like a staff that like does a cool curling thing with like a lantern hanging in it.
Can I actually change the lantern?
To what?
What happens if it's like one of those like old-fashioned lanterns where it's like you hook it to your belt kind of thing?
Yeah, you can do that too. Yeah, it's
Actually, let's determine my backstory of what
all
exactly
it says
I
is
do to...
these warlocks are known by the special lanterns they carry. So it doesn't necessarily have to be on your staff. I was just imagining that.
I think it's because the picture in the book has a
Oh,
staff.
that would help. Okay. So, cool. So let's look at the backgrounds then.
If I am getting my powers from one spirit,
Mm-hmm.
what, like, is there actually, like, good spirits or bad spirits or anything like that kind of thing? Or
There are good spirits, there are mischievous spirits, there are indifferent spirits, and there's corrupted spirits.
Well, I guess we'll determine in a second what kind of spirits and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's what we have to flush out right now.
Right. So, okay, backgrounds we have to choose in this book include apprentice of Aha. So you've spent time studying with the archaeologists and historians and all that fun stuff. You're just very learned.
Learned, yes.
Learned. Apprentice diver. You are or once were a member of Mariners Guild, aquatic explorers and whatnot. Apprentice witch. The ways of witchery are mysterious and often guarded by its practitioners. So you're like studying and stuff. Think my husband actually grabbed that background, oddly enough. Courier Brigade Cadet. That doesn't feel right at all for your
No.
character. Mechanic also doesn't seem to fit at
No.
all. And the last one on here, Spirit Kin.
Which I think,
Yeah.
if I'm an elf,
Yeah. So all your life you've had a special kinship with spirits that few share in. You've come to love their food, their culture, and their people more than the average material being. Yeah.
yeah. So, is it like I was born an elf to like human parents, like you said,
Yeah.
in which then from a very early age, basically a spirit patron, like I was a warlock since like a very, very young age kind of thing.
Or you just, like, you met some spirits in your youth and you've just befriended them. And once you got older, you entered into a pact with them.
With my BFF.
Yeah, with your BFF.
Or BFS?
Big friendly spirit.
Best friend spirit?
Yeah.
BFSF? Best friend spirit forever?
Yeah.
Okay, so
You don't have to choose one of these backgrounds, but
no. I feel like that fits. If I'm
Yeah.
very much leaning into spirits,
yeah, I can understand that.
I feel like that fits.
And you can even like be friends and pacted to like a big old spirit too.
Okay. Quick question. Where is this campaign going to be starting? Do you know?
I have to actually look at a thing again. There is a small town that
Like, I have to also make a background that basically allows me to,
Mhm.
like, oh, I have to go adventuring. Or it'll
Right.
be my patron that's like, hey, you need to go kind of thing.
right.
But I feel like that there needs to be a reason and all that stuff.
All right, one moment, please. So the campaign will be starting at Matango Village. I'm gonna have you're the first one that gets to hear this. I'm going to have everyone gather there for the annual truffle hunt.
Lovely. Okay.
Is a festival that happens there every year.
Which region is this?
Um,
Because the map you sent me doesn't have towns or city names. You just have
exactly.
basic regions.
I need to actually look
plains?
that up. I think it's somewhere in the middle. Yeah, I think it's in the plains.
Okay. Also, I feel like, okay, if I do, it's like I'm imagining like maybe what, 45-year-old like elf kind of thing where it's like middle age, upper middle age, 45, 50 for our standards.
Yeah.
Middle age. Because usually in D&D it's like,
How
oh, you
many
live to
elves does
100.
This world live.
Oh, also,
They live less than a century, so they live just the same amount
Oh.
as humans.
you know, you just reminded you're like, yeah, do elves live longer?
Nope,
That
not
would
in
make me
this
like an
world.
early teen.
Nope, they're just same lifespan as a human. They just have cool birthmarks and pointy ears.
Okay, what kind of, because do I play this off as a friendly person kind of thing? I should.
I mean, it helps.
It does help.
Being an edgelord is never good for party cohesion.
I'm trying to think. What do you think is a good like background? What has he been doing with his whole life in this world?
Farming?
Just a farmer that sold not sold his soul, but
No, Yeah,
Made
a
a pact
farmer
with the
that
spirit.
like, has spent a good solid most of his life farming and finally decided, I need to get out and see the world. I need to go do something interesting.
Midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Farmer.
Yeah, this is his midlife crisis.
I've had a character idea that's like that.
Yeah.
Where it's just a fighter that's like, he's just boring and all that stuff. He's like, yeah, I just want to do something different right now.
Mm-hmm. Or, here's a thought.
Yeah.
He's probably friends with multiple spirits and whatnot, right?
Um,
Not just the one. Maybe something happened to one of his spirit friends. They started acting weird and ran away. And he's looking for that friend.
Okay, how about his original patron suddenly like cut all ties and all that stuff, and then he had to like pact with a new one. That's why he's level 1.
Oh.
And now it's just curious on where the original spirit went, the one he grew up with, kind of thing.
Yeah, I like that.
And you could play that off of like something about the corruption and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You could do whatever you want, DM, on that.
Ooh, fun.
Okay, so I gotta come up with spirit names. I don't know spirit names. I'm not doing names here,
Yeah, we'll let you know names later that we come up with.
but you know what? I always wanted to play a bartender.
Bartender?
Yeah, because
Okay, so he was just
I'm
a
just
bartender?
alcoholic. Just a bartender and all that stuff. What happens if like, because in this world, does spirits are they used for like crop growing or anything like that? Like, does that help with crops? Like,
I mean, you can have animated object spirits. I'm actually looking at spirits right now.
is spirits
but those
like,
are smaller.
are spirits known to like help bring life into like
Yeah.
nature and all that stuff?
Yeah, they help out in the world.
Okay, what happens if his original patron basically he wanted to grow his own, like make his own beer, like a very special beer and all that stuff, and he's using spirit help to
Okay.
basically make grow the best hops for his beer.
Was he a hop spirit?
The original one?
Yeah.
Sure.
Just a giant hop with a face on it.
I don't know what the actual spirits would look like in this world.
I mean, there's literally one that looks like a radish. Going back up to the spirits now because I went too far. Yeah, this one just looks like a radish. It says flora spirit, so they can resemble all kinds of vegetation. There's spectral spirits.
What if like
This one just looks like a gust of wind.
what happens if one is like basically a plant spirit kind of thing for his like heat, maybe like wheat or something like that, because he wants to make wheat beer.
Okay.
But then when disappeared, my new patron is like a water spirit, because you also someone he talks to about having high quality water for his beer
Right.
and all that stuff.
Okay.
And so it'll be like, I don't know, the lantern could be glowing blue
I like
as
that.
in water. And
Maybe it
it'll
just
be
looks like it's full of glowing water.
okay, yeah,
Who said a lantern had to be fire?
right. And which then what kind of
Oh.
lantern should we make it look like then?
A flask. A clear flask.
Oh yeah, that's the hangs off the side hip kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Very alcoholic thing.
And yet you're not going with the alcoholic background, the belly brewer.
No, because
Or not, subclass.
You don't get drunk off of your own substance. That's
No,
how you.
yeah.
That's how you lose money.
And actually, alcohol is a big thing in this world, too. I forgot to mention.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Wait, should it be beer or should it be sake?
Ooh.
I always inspired to be like a sake brewer. So it's instead of wheat, now it's rice,
Yeah.
and it's still water.
Yes.
And so okay,
And the water is also a huge help for growing the rice.
true. That's why he knows multiple spirits and all that stuff. Parents were also sake brewers.
Yeah, it's just
and
been
so
passed down from
it's-
generation to generation, and they worked with the spirits too. The original spirit was pacted with one of his parents, maybe.
Or maybe that's why he was born an elf, is because his parents were around spirits. So then
Yeah.
that might increase the chances.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, we can figure out region that you're from later.
I feel like it's got to be in the plains area, because that's where
Yeah.
most crops would be, right? Not in a foresty area.
Yeah, I can see like the Gale Fields being a...
I just need to find some random small town.
Yeah, I have a more detailed map we can go over later.
Okay, so I'll be a warlock, sake brewer, elf.
Yep.
In which I'm on the hunt for basically a spirit that I've worked with that was my original patron.
Yep.
Connected to my new patron, who the three of us work together and all that stuff.
Yeah, maybe it's a young water spirit too.
Yeah, maybe on a younger one and all that stuff. Trying to find a fellow spirit kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like it.
We have the gist of our character.
Yeah.
My character.
And if you forget anything, you just listen to the episode again.
Yeah, when I edit it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess there's not really much else.
Not terribly so, no.
Because a lot of it's like, hey, you do you on the GM side and all that stuff. Okay. I found this productive.
Yeah.
This is a very interesting character that's actually a part of the world and all that stuff.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. If anyone who's listening is interested in learning more about the world of Obojima, they have a website where you can get all of their books. You can get them in PDF or physical form. They have cards for all of the new spells they've created, all of the potion ingredients they have, and like potion recipes. That's a whole almost mini game of its own. It's kind of crazy. They have special dice you can get. There's like a dungeon master screen. They have all sorts of really awesome stuff, and they have soundtracks that you can find on I think YouTube and Spotify.
Nice.
Yeah.
I guess that'll be it. There's not really much about like, hey, what did your party do or anything like that. So just, we do have socials. We have a YouTube channel, Questboard. We're on X at Questboard Pod. We're on Blue Sky at Questboard. If you want to just say hi, follow us on those social media sites or anything like that. We're on most podcasting platforms, or we're on YouTube. Pick your poison. YouTube has some visuals. You'll see the lovely map that Tiff showed me in this episode. But I think with all that, I wish you all a good night.
And happy questing.